So take, for example, the Southeast has different residuals, like the state of Florida or Georgia has different residuals and money factors on Toyota than, like, let's say the Northeast or the West Coast. Toyota operates in a very strange setup. So basically, each of these regions sets their residuals, money factors different from one another. And typically, the main difference that you'll see is high volume states like Massachusetts will have lower money factors and lower residuals than, like, let's say, I don't know, the state of Florida, where the residuals are higher, but the money factors also like quadruple than Massachusetts. So this video, I'm sure a lot of people in the United States will probably see it. And depending on where they're living, they may notice that the deals that they may be getting in one state are drastically different than another. One of my subscribers by the name of Louis Manrique. First of all, Louis, I probably butchered your last name and I'm sorry, but thank you so much for subscribing and being supportive of this YouTube channel and staying patient while I got these lease numbers ready. He asked me to do a video on the Camry, didn't specify which trim, so I wanted to focus my attention on giving you as much information as possible regardless of trim, so that you can negotiate your best deals on one of these Camrys. And before I dive right in, if you're logging onto one of my videos for the very first time, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Ari Janessian, and I run a car buying service called Boston Automotive Consulting. We help our clients achieve the very best deals on brand new cars, and the whole goal of this YouTube channel is to give car buyers all the information that they need so that they can land the very best deal on brand new cars such as the Toyota Camry. So if you haven't already and you enjoy solid how-to videos, especially when it comes to negotiating brand new cars, please consider subscribing. Diving right in, guys. So the Toyota Camry, regardless of which region you're in, we're talking about an 8.5% markup from invoice to MSRP, as in the difference between the full price and what the dealership owns it for is about 8.5%, not including any holdback money. However, you don't want to concentrate on holdback. You want to concentrate on like a predetermined amount behind invoice that you want to target. And I'm going to get to that in the following section of this video. I'm going to be focusing my attention on a Camry LE. However, all the information and percentages I'm going to give you so that you can apply it on the trim that you actually need it for. So typically, on a Camry LE, we see an MSRP of right under $27,000. The one that I'm going to be working on today is $26,977. And what I typically do is I'd multiply that MSRP by 0.915 to get invoice. Because we're such a high volume state, on a Camry LE, I'd pretty much go after like $1,500 to $2,000 behind their cost, because really, I don't want to be mean, but this is the cost of having a Toyota dealership in Massachusetts. You gotta stay competitive, and by staying competitive, you gotta lose some money on a Toyota Camry if you want to be a popular dealership here in Massachusetts. Take my advice, if you're in a high volume area, go after about $1,500 to $2,000 behind invoice, because chances are they're making it up somewhere on somebody in a good or bad way. I don't know, but make sure that that bad way isn't happening to you. So on a selling price, I'm going after around $23,000, pretty much like a $3,500 to $3,700 discount off of the MSRP after doing the calculation, 8.5% minus $1,500. Toyota right now is offering a $500 rebate if you're not going to be taking the promotional 3.9%, which I have no real urgency to take anyway. So add that into the amount of discount that you're trying to get, and maybe shop to your local bank or credit union to see if you can get 3.9%. Because it's not a promotional like 1.9%, I want to encourage you to take the rebate instead of the 3.9% financing, because 3.9% can pretty much be had with minimal shopping around anyway. Loyalty incentive, if you received a coupon at home from Toyota because you're in an active Toyota Financial Services account, you also get another $500 just for having a Toyota Financial Services lease in the household that's close to maturing. So they'll usually send out like a flyer that says, you know, renew your Toyota lease or use this coupon towards the purchase of a new Toyota. Make sure you bring the coupon or take a record of whatever coupon ID code that you may have so that you can put it into the deal of a finance contract on the new Toyota. So just to summarize, guys, on a finance, you don't want to take the promotional APR at 3.9% if it means getting an additional $500 in rebate from Toyota, because 3.9 can be had pretty much by shopping around to your bank or credit union. Take a competitive rate, get the 500 and apply it towards that like 8.25% off of MSRP. Deduct whatever you want to deduct behind invoice, deduct any rebates also. Now, for the somewhat confusing part of this video, the lease numbers. Guys, Toyota across the United States, as I mentioned before, operates in a way that each region sets their own residuals. However, what you're going to see right now is the typical residual across the US. If you're not in the Southeast, if you're in the Southeast, expect, 4 points higher or 5 points higher on the residual with a money factor that's like quadruple what the normal money factor is on what you're seeing right here. I do have to focus excluding the Southeast because the Southeast is just weird when it comes to these Toyota deals. Very strange how it's structured. Maybe I'll make a video on how to do a Toyota deal in the Southeast. So you want to use an average money factor for the sake of this video of 0.00053. Usually, if they're offering like a promotional 1.9% on the finance end of things, the money factor's probably lower that month. Like in Massachusetts, for example, when Toyota Camry deals were really hot, our money factor was like 0.00001, and now we're operating on like a 0.0001238, that type of a scheme on the money factor. The highest residual that you'll probably see is probably on the SE at around like 56%. The LE that I'm covering for this video has a 56% residual. No lease cash available, unfortunately. So you really want to squeeze as much as you can off of their cost in order to produce what I'm about to get to next. Essentially, if I were to go after like a $3,700, $3,800 discount off of the MSRP of this LE and giving just the inception fees due at start, like the first payment, doc fee, acquisition fee, all that stuff up front. So with about $1,650 due at start, we're talking about $260 a month, including tax. And if we were to do it as a zero down, capitalizing all the fees and just the first payment up front, we're talking about $299 a month. So something to be said about Toyota Camry deals, guys. Before, when the Honda Accord just got redesigned, the Toyota Camry's residual was a lot higher using the same money factors as I mentioned right now. So on a higher residual, low money factor, we were seeing payments at like $250 a month. Toyota, because the Honda Accord started getting incentivized, they lowered the money factor a little bit. They offered a little bit of lease cash, etc. Toyota's residuals also adjusted, and they adjusted downwards so that now you may see a higher Camry payment than what you had, 2 years back, and it's in direct correlation with the Honda Accord. So Toyota Camry deals are always going to be a little bit less than Honda Accord deals. However, the Toyota Camry deals aren't as aggressive as they were in the past. So guys, I hope that this video gave you a clear roadmap as far as what to target on a Toyota Camry. Always shoot as much as you can below what I'm even telling you what to target so that you can eventually end up in a range somewhat close to what I'm suggesting in this video. Keep in mind, I am working in a very aggressive state like Massachusetts, and the most aggressive of all the regions when it comes to this like money factor being the lowest possible that Toyota Financial Services offers in any of these regions. If you found this information useful and you want to see more of these new car buying and negotiation tip type videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.